This is your Cancer full moon outlook for January 3rd, 2026. And on the 3rd, we have the full moon in Cancer. Of course, that means the moon is opposite the sun at 13 degrees of Cancer. And of course, what is Cancer? Cancer is the fourth house. It's about home and family, about security, can also deal with real estate and the physical home. And in this case, we've got the moon in Cancer at 13 degrees, and it will be applying a conjunction to Jupiter. So that's very good because Jupiter is about prosperity, even here retrograde. So there's going to have to be discussions regarding the past, home and family, prosperity. This is the time to save. And it's about the living situation, yes, but it's also about, as mentioned, the physical home. So there may be a lot to repair, there may be renovations, and because it is retrograde, a lot is going to be brought up from the past. And we've got the moon here, and it is opposing the sun. It is opposing Mars, the aggressor here, Mercury, Venus, the love planet. And Mercury is not really literally conjunct the stellium of Capricorn here, but Mercury nonetheless is in Capricorn. So with all the stress opposing the moon in Cancer and the moon applying a conjunction with Jupiter, there's going to be a little bit of tension there. It's kind of like a mixed bag here. You've got the moon, full moon, so that's going to really bring a lot of subconscious, unconscious feelings to the surface. And you've got Capricorn, and Capricorn is that which represents structure, delay. To some degree, it can be blocks. And Capricorn is the authority. Capricorn is the 10th house, about our ambitions. It's about rules and regulations. And with this stark contrast to the full moon and Jupiter, we are conflicted between our ambitions and doing right and doing wrong, for that matter, and really having this sense of luck and really feeling like our ambitions, our goals are coming into fruition. But then we've got Capricorn really kind of keeping all this positivity, kind of like a taskmaster in line. So we've got, let's just say, tempered optimism, because yes, in the background, we've got individuals, possibly authorities, or we have this sense of really sticking to our goals. And it's kind of, as I was saying, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. On one hand, we really are ambitious, Capricorn. On the other hand, we have to take care of home, family, and those matters pressing, whether it's renovations, what have you. That could also include money, our budget. And on the other hand, we really want to go all out for our goals, our ambitions, what we really want. And yet we feel more of an internal struggle than anything here, that we need to keep ourselves in line. But yes, can that be physical authority that we feel that's keeping us in line. Yes, so we may feel our duties and responsibilities are foremost this month, and that may create a certain inner tension. Yes, could it create tension within our living situation or our family, whatnot, what have you, our sense of security? Yes, it could. But that's kind of the sense right now. We have to find that balance between our ambitions and our goals, our needs, and really taking care of what needs to be taken care of at home. And yes, we will have to be careful we don't overstep our boundaries because Capricorn with the stellium right now is kind of feeling its oats and how it affects us. We really have this sense of really going after what we want. We want to be possibly the authority. We want to be the one in charge. But yes, if we get a little bit out of line, we overstep our bounds, then we actually could have authorities in general try to, well, yeah, make sure that we don't overstep our bounds. So this is a month we are really feeling our oats in the beginning of the new year, and we're going to have to just temper that down a little bit because it could get out of hand. And because of this opposition here, things could get a little bit conflicting on the home front or the work or business front for that matter. However, because we do have the Sun with Mars and sweet Venus, we really have a lot of creative ideas right now. And the Sun ensures that this is the time to put our ideas on paper, to really have some important meetings and really express our ideas. Because with this connection with the Sun, likely our ideas and our aspirations will in the future become very successful. Yes. And Mercury there, even at 2 degrees, assures that we are very serious about what we are projecting. And we are really taking a lot of effort right now to really plan for the future, if you will. And now we still have Pluto, the powerhouse, at 2, almost 3 degrees. It is at 2:49, almost at 3 degrees. So the powers that be are still acting a little bit unusual. Uh, there's a lot with the unexpected, with those that are in charge and authorities at this time. However, at least our goals right now connected with those that are in power is about the future, whatever Aquarius represents. It's about the future of space travel, AI, computers, and Uranus is not always about the straight and narrow. Aquarius is a little but unusual, a little genius, a little brilliant. So this is also about basically kind of like humanity with Uranus, with Aquarius, kind of uniting. And so this is a really good effort with Pluto in Aquarius, the connection that we have with each other, and this will become much more prominent as Pluto furthers in the sign of Aquarius. And we still have Saturn, the master, and Neptune, the dreamer, nebulous Neptune. Yes, indeed, here at 26 and 29. Somewhat of a close conjunction in dreamy Neptune, but nonetheless, Neptune is about deception. Saturn is about uh, hard work, It's about delay. So there still could be some frustrations, and Neptune is with the 12th house. So we really are trying to find the mysteries of information that we're not really told. And this will be very forefront. Why? Because Saturn is connected with the 10th house, and that's at the top of the chart. And so this month, with the Cancer full moon, and of course, Saturn is making a beautiful trine to Jupiter, and the moon is applying the trine to both Saturn and Neptune. So during the month of January, or at least for this Cancer full moon, a lot of our focus will be unlocking information that we feel has been kept hidden from us, Neptune. And this is going to be very, very paramount in January during this full moon. So it leads me to believe there may be some kind of mystery, some kind of information that comes about that we feel we really need to get to the bottom of this. And this will be paramount for some time because Saturn and Neptune are going to be conjunct for quite a while here. So we really are going to get some answers during the month of January. However, just as we take 3 steps forward, we may find ourselves taking a couple steps backwards in our effort to find out or unlock some kind of mystery that really has us intrigued for sure. And Uranus, the planet of the unexpected and the depositor of Pluto, which is about depth and power, is still yet retrograde in Taurus. And Taurus is, as always, it is about our Earth. So with this retrograde phase here with Uranus, yes, you can bet there's going to be a number of earthquakes, big earthquakes with retrograde Uranus in Taurus, perhaps issues with volcanoes, weather-related anomalies for sure. So during this full moon, we're going to have to look out for all these issues connected with the weather and our Earth. This is for sure. However, it does make a sweet sextile to this conjunction of both Saturn and Neptune. So that's good. It kind of gives us a little bit of some heightened awareness and intuition and about what right action to take during this time of, well, possible crisis with the earth and with the weather. Kind of a good connection with each other, a lot of sensitivity, and a lot of empathy. And it's so good right now, speaking of which, to really express our love and affection to those around us, even if there is some tension because of this opposition to Capricorn with all that we want to complete at this time during this full moon. So this is the time to surmise, to really focus on your ambitions, but we don't want to be too ambitious. We step on other people's toes. We want to focus on home and family, prosperity, yes, the future indeed. And if we focus on our goals in a positive light, especially our creativity and beauty and peace and all that, with this connection with the sun and Venus, because we are going to be awfully ambitious this month with Mars, then that's a positive. We will get positive results. We will have success over the next month or so, a lot of success. And with the moon in Jupiter, there's an abundance of uh, expression, there's an abundance of emotions, but we just don't want to get carried away with drama. We want to focus our sensitivities on charity with each other, um, information might come out connected with something medical or medical advancements that's rather positive with this connection with Pisces, including the North Node in Pisces. So that's very good. So it's a time to really express our sensitivities and focus on maybe some of those renovations and our living situation, kind of going back to the past to make corrections. And this is all good. So with that kind of a focus on security and each other, our sensitivities in the Cancer full moon will be rather successful indeed. If you'd like to get in touch with me, my contact information is down below. I give one-on-one readings and written reports. Please subscribe to this channel and press the bell notification. Until next time, many, many blessings.